The Great Gatsby and Macbeth are the two books I chose for this assignment. Everyone has goals to achieve something they want. Although it can be rewarding to check it off our list and move on with our lives, some people start to obsess about their goals, often leading to their downfall. The Great Gatsby and Macbeth are two great examples of how getting too obsessed with our goals can often lead to our downfall. Although Macbeth and Gatsby were two completely different people living in different times and a part of a different society, they are both great examples. Gatsby wanted Daisy, whereas Macbeth wanted to become king. One of the main protagonists in the story is Jay Gatsby. Gatsby's main goal in the book is to steal Daisy's heart all over again and make her his forever. In order to accomplish his goals, Gatsby throws big parties to attract Daisy, buys a mansion across from Daisy's house, and becomes a part of bootlegging. Gatsby's downfall. Some goals lead to success. Unfortunately, in The Great Gatsby, his goals led him to his own destruction and his downfall. In the story Macbeth, the main character Macbeth has a goal to become the King of Scotland. For him to be able to achieve his goal, he does some things that bring him to his downfall. He first kills Duncan, then Banquo, then Lady Macduff and her son, and is responsible for Lady Macbeth's suicide. Gatsby had many goals throughout the story, as most of them were very successful, causing his fame. Ultimately, his goals led him to his own destruction and eventually his death. Gatsby loved to make goals for himself. He loved achieving them. It made him feel amazing. Gatsby was absolutely in love with Daisy. When he went off to war, he would write her notes letting her know that he was still okay. On his way home somehow, he ended up at Oxford, and Daisy didn't understand why he didn't come home and broke it off with her. Tom then came in and married her. Gatsby always found a way to achieve his goals. He made sure of it. But he always seemed to want more. He felt like he never had enough. Because of Gatsby always wanting more, this was a major factor contributing to his downfall. Daisy was the kind of girl that always wanted more money. She didn't care about the personality or how she was treated. This is greatly shown when she knows Tom is cheating on her with another woman named Myrtle, but doesn't leave him because he buys her whatever she wants. After meeting Gatsby at Nick's house, she realized that she was still in love with him. Gatsby is a very wealthy man, which she liked, but she was also in love with him. Daisy starts to have an affair with him. Although Tom was having an affair with Myrtle and Daisy never said anything, when Tom found out about them, he made Daisy choose either him or Gatsby. Because of Tom's wealth, Daisy chose him over the fact she loved Gatsby more. When this happens, Tom throws him under the bus, and George Wilson, Myrtle's husband, believes that he was the man having an affair with her and was the person who killed her. When they all went to New York the night of the dinner, Tom and Gatsby got into a fight about who Daisy actually loved. Gatsby ended up losing his cool and almost punched Tom. Daisy was very hurt by everything and decided to drive home. On the drive home, Myrtle ran out thinking it was going to be Tom, but it was Daisy, and got run over, resulting in her death. The night they get back to Tom's house, Gatsby is lurking outside, making sure Daisy is okay. The thing he doesn't know yet is that Daisy and Tom have made up. This was a made scene of Gatsby's downfall. When Tom stops at the scene and sees George, he tells him about Gatsby. George believes him and decides to go to his house and kill him. If Gatsby didn't get so caught up in winning Daisy back, he would never have pissed Daisy off, causing him to never get killed. At the beginning of the play, Macbeth seems to be a very nice and down-to-earth man. However, throughout the play, his character seems to change because of the influence of the witch's prophecies, the influence of Lady Macbeth, and his own ambitions. These are the main points that lead to his tragic downfall. The witches are the people that put the idea in his head in the first place about becoming the King of Scotland. But because Macbeth believed them, he was responsible for going through with it in the end. As the play goes on, all Macbeth relies on is the witches' prophecies. The main thing that Macbeth doesn't realize is that these witches are corrupting him. The witches drive Macbeth to go insane, making him insecure and the reasoning for his actions, causing him to kill more people and be psychotic. Macbeth was not the kind of guy just to kill Duncan on his own. It leads us to believe that the witches and Lady Macbeth altered who he was to get him to commit all of these murders. Macbeth sends a letter to his wife. The letter talks about the confrontation Macbeth has had with three witches while he was with Banquo. These witches told Macbeth three things: that he was Fame of Glamis, Fame of Cawdor, and King. Lady Macbeth will do anything to help him achieve his title as king as quick as possible.